Hi everyone, Charles Sawtelle, Sawtelle Tree Service in Northeast Ohio, with some spring tree care tips for you. First thing you want to do in the spring when it gets nice and you're out and about, just look up. Some people don't do that. Some people just get so used to their trees being in their yard, and they recognize their presence. It's not like they don't know that they're there, but they just don't look up. So look up into your trees, look up into the canopy, see if there's anything dead or broken or looks like a problem. If you have questions after that and you're looking up and you're inspecting your trees on your own and you're not quite sure, give us a call. We do free estimates. We do complimentary inspections all the time. No charge. We'll come out and tell you if it's a concern or not. If you have leaves that are left over from the fall, clean them up. One thing to keep in mind, just an example, there's one of many examples and things to look for. Maples, Northeast Ohio, they're prone to what's called tar spot. On your maple leaves, there'll be black spots, maybe about that big, just depending on how established it is. But they're just black and very dark brown spots on the leaves. If you leave those leaves on the ground at the base of your maple tree, those spores are still present, they're still alive, they're still active. It's only going to get worse and worse as the years go on. So if you clean your leaves up and you maintain a healthy lawn around that, it can take anywhere from 2 to 3 years. But if you are adamantly keeping your leaves cleaned up and you know that you have tar spot for a maple, it'll heal on its own. Northeast Ohio, we get a lot of water, but the ground's frozen. It kind of gets compacted and loosens up again. The one thing you want to do is fertilize. Give your trees a jump start on the year. We can do deep root fertilization. We can also do taps around the bark, which is absolutely safe and highly recommended at different points. Just depends on what you have. Again, it'll be a complimentary inspection or a estimate for you. We can get you lined up with a tree care program. Another thing you want to do is look for insects and pests. If you have boreholes of any size around your tree, or if you notice that your leaves are being eaten, you might have beetle damage. You could have, a number of things. Carpenter ant damage. If you see sawdust and there's a hole at the base of your tree or in any cavities of an oak tree or a maple or a hickory, those aren't the only trees that get carpenter ant damage, but they're very common. Something else you want to do, you want to prune. Prune your trees back. If they're too thick in the center, again, look up, just look around you. If it's too thick and you have too many leaves, what's happening is all those leaves are competing for the same water, the same nutrients. You got to keep them pruned up. It's just like taking dead ends off your hair. Have a pruning program with a local arborist or a local qualified tree care company such as us, and we can take care of them every year. We can even do every other year, but I usually recommend every year or two. Sometimes people get by with every 3 years. If you're going to plant, spring is the absolute best time to plant. Again, we get a lot of spring rain in North America, especially in our area, and one of the things that I can tell you, if you're going to plant, you want to plant a $5 tree and a $100 hole. The tree that you buy, they're doing just fine in the little bucket that you buy them in or in their burlap with wire mesh around them. You can obviously see when you buy, you're going to be picky, you're going to buy something that looks healthy. It's doing fine. The problem though is that people dig too shallow or too deep of holes, and then it's not wide enough and the tree just has no hole. So $5 tree and a $100 hole, don't think that the hole doesn't matter. Get it set up right. If you need help with that, call us. We plant. We can help you. We can get you started even. If you have 10 trees and you want us to plant 2 just to show you how to do it, give us a call. We'll plant those 2 trees for you. One thing that you really want to do is in the winter, we always recommend for small trees or even ornamental trees, such as dogwoods or magnolias, redbuds, things like that you might have in your landscaping. Wrap the base of your trunks with burlap. You want to make 3 or 4 wraps with burlap. It acts as an insulator, just like insulation in your home. If you look at your landscaping right now, you might have cracks or black streaks throughout the trunk. And if you do, and you see that the bark is cracked, that's called frost burn. The reason why you get that is in the winter, sometimes we get direct sun, and other times it's 20 below zero. And those wood fibers are so small on ornamental trees that they heat up and cool off too quickly. It's just like having really cold hands and trying to warm them up too fast. You can actually do too much damage. It's the same thing with ornamental trees or smaller trees. Now, bigger trees, not so much of a factor because they're obviously more dense. But take the burlap off in the spring, and then mulch. A lot of people want to use stone. Stone's okay. Stone tends to radiate more heat than mulch does. Mulch is an absolute better insulator. I get a lot of times people will say, what about the insects in the mulch? And yeah, you do get that, but if you use insecticide or pesticide of any kind, even just your traditional around the home spray, that'll keep the insects down. Mulch is absolutely your best choice. One other thing to keep in mind, if you see green moss or black moss or mold or anything like that, mildew on your trees, you're going to want to call us, have a look at that. That is using your tree as a host. It is a parasite. You don't want to leave that on there. If you have small amounts of it, not detrimental at all. It's common, and it usually grows on the northeast side or the north side of the tree's trunk, because being in North America, the trees in the southern hemisphere, that's where most of the direct sunlight comes. The direct sunlight burns and kills that. North side, you're not getting any sunlight. So we can treat that, we can prevent that for you. Don't let it get so established that it is using your tree as a host and is killing your tree. As far as watering goes, typically trees that are established around our area, they typically have enough water. Now, we do get drought systems and things like that, and if you have a fear of, maybe your tree's not getting enough water, you can fertilize it. You want it to be a long, slow, deep water. Just put the hose at the base and let it run for a little bit. And you don't want to be spraying it with a garden hose or a nozzle. That's not going to be near enough. You just want it to soak into the soil and get deep down into the root system.